Hey guys, welcome to Westhoff at the Greenfuse location here at the 2024 California Spring Trials. We're up in the hills near Somas, I think it's called, in a lemon grove, looking at new varieties from the German breeder Westhoff. We're going to start right over here with
begonias.
Good. I was just checking to make sure you knew what those were.
Well, of course I do. I love tuberous begonias. They're on my top 5.
These are pretty cool. It's a new series called Begonias. That's B-A-U, like beautiful begonias. And what's interesting about these, and Bill, you can kind of follow up a little bit on some of the details, is they are produced in Germany.
Yes.
Westhoff is actually a big grower. They're not just a breeder. They've got about 50 acres of production, so they think like growers, and they needed a good supply of their new begonia cuttings. And so they are working with the company
Reiger in Germany. And what they said was the number of flights that come from Frankfurt to the US
like
is
120.
huge. It's in the hundreds.
Versus 4 from Africa.
Right, and that way they can bring these geranium cuttings, or these begonia cuttings in on those flights, making that offshore producer very viable.
And if you've heard of Reiger begonias, or Reiger begonias as it's properly pronounced, you'll know the name. They're one of the oldest breeders on the planet.
But this is Westhoff's breeding.
Yes, this is Westhoff breeding. Reiger is just doing the unrooted cutting production for North America. Yeah. So there's quite a few varieties in here, but that's a new series of tuberous begonias.
And here, we actually saw the hots, I think a couple years ago, Lobilia from Westhoff, and they really are a leader in Lobilia, certainly focused on the heat tolerance of Lobilia. And new for this year, they're introducing Hot Pot Purple, and that's their pot tight, most compact, and a standalone down here, Stratus Blue. And they said Stratus might become a series in the future, but for the moment, this is a one-off from Westhoff.
And it's the first Piketty patterned Lobilia on the market. Very pretty.
That's what they say.
Well,
do we believe them?
I think we believe them until
right.
somebody proves us wrong. The first Piketty Lobilia. We're going to come down here to a whole new series, really collection, I guess we might call it, and that's Calacoa. Why is it called Calacoa, Genzio?
Well, it's like the crazy Tuna concept, but with Calacoa. So fun patterns, bright colors, really novel flower forms.
Yeah, we've got some really good colors. About a dozen of these, no, let's see, 6 of these are existing colors, and 12 of them are brand new.
Yeah, like we saw, like if Osvaldo, if you pan down slowly over here, this is Dracula. We saw that a couple years ago. Now it's going to be part of this collection.
Calilocos.
Yeah.
Like crazy Tunias, except for Calacoas.
But speaking of crazy Tunias.
Well, do you want to know what their number 1 crazy Tunia is? A lot of people ask that.
Yeah.
Because there are 58 different colors in crazy Tunias. Number 1 is right here.
Yep, Black Mamba. Deep, dark black, very nice, cool. Member of the crazy Tunia family.
Right. But we got a couple of new ones to make up part of the 58 that they got.
So
this is actually disco ball.
Disco ball.
Yes.
So they decided that there's a need for a small, roundy, ball-shaped habit on these petunias with these interesting patterns. So now they have new melon pink and new magenta as part of the disco ball series.
I found those crazy Tunias I was looking for. I thought that was a crazy Tunia. It wasn't. Here's the crazy Tunias with the crazy colors. Check this one out. Citrus Hill. Look at the crazy wild patterns going on in there, that rich burgundy and golden yellow. And then behind it is one, well, we thought it was a typo. It's Secret Star, as in because it's got red and white. That's a crazy Tunia as well. And then Osvaldo, if you'll swing over here, we hope it doesn't break the camera. It's an expensive camera. This is their latest Hell's Petunia. This one is called Hell's the Red.
The Red. You gotta say it with exclamation.
The Red.
The Red.
Like the Ohio State University.
Oh my Lord.
So this is the reddest red that you're gonna find in a Petunia, you think? I know my eyes hurt from looking at it. All right, what else have we got here? Let's come along to, well, they're doing some concept things here, and that is shoulder season varieties, early spring and summertime. Here's some great early spring varieties that exist in their lines. We've got dianthus, we've got osteospermum, all vegetative, so beautiful colors. And we've got Nemesia, including a new one here, Essential Passionberry, lovely and fragrant. And then a whole new breeding line for Westhoff, something they haven't done before, which is Salvia.
Salvia. And
Now,
this
not
is,
just any Salvia, though.
No. This is the Tsunami series of Salvia. It is a hybrid, really working toward that late season performance. Day length neutral, no vernalization required, and you can finish these for spring, and I think 6 colors. Yeah. We see them all here, and then the mix has the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, genetically it's based on Salvia gregii, which is a perennial, but they've kind of bred the perennialness, the vernalization, and the day length requirement out of it, so you can grow it like an annual. So it's got an interesting big flower, nice colors.
Another heat lover, Scaevola.
Yep. We'll wrap up with a bit of geranium action. First in kind of heirloom scented geraniums. This one, I wish we had smell-o-vision here. Jenzy, get in there.
It does smell good.
It's called cream nutmeg.
Creamy nutmeg.
Creamy nutmeg.
Aroma, creamy nutmeg.
There you go. So nutmeg for the, wow, beautiful, rich,
but
nutty
it's an old
fragrance.
variety that they're producing in-house now, so they have clean stock.
That's the key. It's open availability. It's not a new variety. It's ancient. In fact, they run it through a clean stock laboratory and tissue culture to make sure that's virus-free. And then lastly, they also represent PAC, another venerable name
Third
in
oldest,
breeders.
they said the third oldest existing breeding company.
That's
after Taki and Benari.
There you go. Pretty old company. Great geranium genetics from PAC, which are represented through Westhoff. And I think we
that's
hit
it.
pretty much the highlights.
Yeah.
But Jen, I have a question for you before we... Citrus Hill, wasn't that that's a rap group, right?
No, that's Cypress Hill.
Ah, it was close. It was close.
The kids. I knew it wouldn't be long before they went into the rap music references. Anyway, it's the old man, Chris Beatties from Growertalks magazine, along with
The Gen Xers, Jen.
And Bill.
saying, hey, from the 2024 California Spring Trials.
Should we start singing
Citrus
Cypress
Hill?
Hill? It's PG. Can't.
How about Blueberry Hill? That's a classic tune.